Hello, hello, Ultimate Wellness community. Today I'm joined by Wendy Cohn-Osborne. She is co-founder at Cold Health and experienced entrepreneur in health and wellness industry. And so we are going to talk about the innovative bioenergetic therapeutics, Cold Health. First of all, how does it feel to be on the forefront of bioenergetic, this emerging field?
It is really exciting to be behind such a revolutionary product. Code is the first product line that has these energized saline solution, energized water, that is very different than anything else that is frequency or energy infused, because we have products that are actually derived specifically from the information of molecular formulas that have 40 years of research. So besides being part of the forefront of frequency medicine or infoceuticals or information medicine, all of those names are used, bioenergetic, therapeutic. It's really exciting because we really have a very unique product line.
Which are 10 different products now. It's full collection, and you probably will introduce additional products, but as of now, it's full collection of 10 products. So it's saline solutions, and if we look inside the bottle, there is just salt water. When you take a drop, you can feel this salt, and that's it. So we cannot measure anything else, as usually we could imagine, like measure, oh, there is some amount of ashwagandha, there is some amount of vitamin C, there is some amount of white American ginseng, which helps us to calm our nervous system. But inside your bottles, there is just salt, which acts as a carrier system for vibrational frequencies, and we cannot measure what is inside in this common understanding how to measure. However, we can measure some physical parameters before and after human or animal takes this drop of solution. For example, we can measure heart rate with wearable devices. We can measure brain waves with neural check. We can look at the blood under the microscope with live blood analysis. And we also can measure biofield with such devices as BioWell. So I think in this situation with your product, it's the most important to explain customers and those partners that there is no side effect and there is measurable and you already researched these results. So how do you deal with this skepticism and how do you explain customers and partners and affiliate managers this technology? So let's imagine I don't know anything. How would you simplify this and explain?
I think what you're saying is exactly true because it's such a complicated thing. What I
Yeah,
do is I really try and simplify it. It's as
yeah.
simple as one drop under the tongue. It is the information from very specific ingredients or molecular formulas. And we basically use quantum technology to take that information and we infuse it through frequency into the saline solution. And that's the first thing that everybody asks. Well, how can it work if there's only one ingredient, right? So
Right.
I try and use an example of photography. And if you think about photography back in the day, photographers had a camera and then they had film in the camera and they had a light and a lens and they took the image of whatever it was that they were trying to capture. But then they had to take that film, bring it back to the darkroom, and then they would mix a combination of all kinds of chemicals onto the paper that also had chemicals. And that very specific, intricate combination of chemicals would ultimately produce the image that that photographer captured. Well, in today's world, we actually have these, our phones, that capture images in a digitized fashion. And we also have digital cameras. And this is exactly what Code products have. It is digitized information. So instead of a person taking a supplement or medications or over the counter products, All they're taking is simple information
Mhm.
that is infused into one ingredient, which is safe, non-toxic, drug-free, and all natural. So think of it as a digitized version of anything that you can pick in the world. But all you're doing is you're using that information that works on a cellular level in your body. The interesting part is that the molecular formulas that we have digitized and changed and put into subtle energy patterns come from Dr. John McMichael. And Dr. McMichael, his molecular formulas already work on a cellular level. So we know everything that is in the information is already working on a cellular level. His molecular formulas actually use the same saline solution in his combination of ingredients. And that's how we chose this specific saline solution to use in our products. We use a company, Fisher Scientific, because
Mhm.
it is hospital grade and laboratory grade saline solution. And we were very, very specific as to that key ingredient. So it's
Mhm.
manufactured in a GMP facility, and it is as safe can be for people and animals of all ages.
Where the process of deriving frequencies and infusing them to saline solution happens in the same laboratory, in the same manufacturing? No?
It does
No.
not. So his laboratory creates, or he creates, the molecular formulas. And then
Mhm.
these molecular formulas are actually put into quantum technology. And the quantum technology maps the information of really anything. In our case, we've mapped the information of his molecular formulas. So there is a manufacturing process, and it's two-step. The first part of the manufacturing process is the bottles of saline solution are
Uh-huh.
manufactured and labeled. And the second part is actually the infusion of these subtle energy patterns into the manufactured bottles. So it's a two-part step.
So you mean you infuse frequencies in a bottle when the liquid is already inside the bottle?
We do. And that's
Oh,
something that
interesting.
everybody is so surprised about. You can do it,
Yes.
right? You can do it both ways. And
Mhm.
it's so interesting, Julie, when people really start to understand how these subtle energy patterns are utilized, and
Mhm.
how we can take subtle energy patterns of information and infuse, it's really going to open up the minds of so many people to realize there's a whole other world. So it can be done with the energy patterns being first put into the saline solution and then being manufactured. But we
Mhm.
chose to do it the other way. We actually get all of the bottles packaged and then we infuse into it. And we were very specific as to the specific bottles that we chose to use. You have to remember our products are convenient, right? So it's the
Mhm.
idea of it being able to be very, very convenient, take with you everywhere. And we
Mhm.
also wanted to use them in a bottle where it was not a tincture. So in a tincture situation, a person would take that tincture out and put it
Yes.
into their mouth. Well, many times people take that tincture, touch their mouth to the tincture,
Yes.
and put it back in the bottle. So we
It
wanted to make
happens.
sure that these bottles were also not being contaminated. So if you look at
Mhm.
the bottle, it's actually called a Boston round bottle. And we also had to test bottles that we knew would hold the energy. There are some
Mhm.
bottles that do not hold the energy patterns as well. And even some glass doesn't hold the energy patterns as well, depending on the color of the glass. But these products look like this. And this
Mhm.
is our 15 milliliter bottle. And
Mhm.
when you open up a new one, hold on. So every bottle is safety sealed. But
Yeah,
when
yeah.
you open it up, you'll see that it looks like this. So one drop, which I'll put like that, that's the drop that would go under your tongue. And there's no contamination for what it actually is. Nothing can go back into the bottle. Our larger bottles have over or approximately 300 drops in them. So when
Mhm.
we chose the size of the bottle, although it's still, very small, it was actually made to be shared with the entire family. And that's the point of this modern medicine cabinet. And this is the modern medicine cabinet. This is the larger size. And it's just like this, not big at all. The smaller bottles are the 3 milliliter bottles, and they come in this, as you know, it's our travel size,
Yes, yeah.
and they look like this. And they're
Yeah.
really
Very
teeny,
cute, very
teeny
cute.
tiny, right? And then you can
Yeah.
take them everywhere. And again, the convenience of these particular bottles are that they are safe at any temperature. So as long as
Oh,
you don't
good to
boil
know.
them, they are still
Hmm.
safe. So you and I both live in Florida. Many
Yeah.
people take them with them. You can put them in your pocket. It does not change anything with the energy patterns. So it also was the type of bottles that we chose were also conducive to temperature as well. But they're safe at any temperature. You could throw it in your pocketbook, put it in your pocket, put it in your car, take it with you anywhere, any temperatures.
Sounds good. I
Nice.
think we should consider this as a complementary medicine because I would not suggest it as a replacement of prescribed medications. I would suggest it as a complementary solution which helps our body to balance and heal itself as a result. Because
Exactly.
when our body is balanced, it just heals itself. We don't need to teach our body how to heal. Our body already knows how to heal itself. We just need to remove all stressors which interfere with our innate intelligence. Regarding this experiments, it all sounds very interesting, and I like experiments. We are honored to have such an innovative biotechnology company as Cellular Health with us at the Ultimate Wellness Conference, which will be at Faena Forum in Miami Beach on September 26, 27, 28, 3 days. And you know that we already started all our announcements, and we are happy to have you and Dr. Lisa as speakers and Code Health as a partner. So I'm curious, maybe we can organize some experiment at the forum, at the expo space at our beautiful amphitheater, because such products as Code Health, which are innovative and people don't know yet how it specifically works and how it would work for them, it's really good opportunity for potential clients and potential partners to try and to understand at the venue how it works. Maybe we can organize some experiment using some devices. For example, we are going to have brain tap with us and they will have neural check. So maybe we can measure brain waves with neural check. Maybe we can even bring some BioWell device. So what do you think?
I think it's
Would
fantastic.
be
Actually, Dr. Lisa is a BioWell practitioner, and we have
oh.
our own BioWell device. And we actually work hand in hand with Dr. Patrick Porter, and we have our own neural check device. And so that's what we conducted our own little study, and we used Calm as the formula to test before and after. And with 1 drop of Calm, you're able to see differences in things like reduction in stress. The autonomic nervous system changes, and it actually, there's substantial changes with 1 drop after 30 minutes. It actually reduced the biological age as well. Because when you reduce stress, it reduces biological age. It shows how it shifts the energy system in the body also. So we'll bring the neural check device. We'd love to do that. We love to provide an experience to everyone because when people are skeptical of something, the easiest thing to do is for them to have this experience.
Yeah, it's quite amazing, and we are honored to bring such an innovative biotechnology at our expo hall. And we will have a really curated selection of biotech and health tech companies. So we invite our guests to explore all these new technologies and have their own experience and measure their own parameters and see their own results. We promise Ultimate Wellness Conference at the Faena Forum to be the most experiential and spiritual conference of this year because along with innovative biotech and health tech, we also offer immersive experiences, energy practices, spiritual meditations, breath work, sound healing. It's big experiences with orchestra, and we have beautiful, beautiful venue for all these experiences. And happy to have your company with us.